anyways.
Disabled talent. Ask, do you ever think handheld game consoles will be as good as home consoles?
Um, that's a good question. In a way, yes and no. So I guess yes, they will be, and here's why: is because um, I do volunteer work in Nepal, and so one of the things I've done while I've been out in Nepal, we do educational stuff in like rural villages. We help. There's girls in Nepal who are at risk for sex trafficking because of poverty and horrible stuff like that. So you go to villages there that have no electricity, no running water, no anything. And so one of the things I did that as part of these trips was the I loaded up my cell phone, I loaded up my iPad with movies, and I got a little Pico projector, a little portable projector that'll throw a couple hundred lumens worth of light on a thing. It runs off a battery pack. I have a little battery pack that will drive all that stuff, Bluetooth speaker. And what I've done is I've gone out in some of these rural villages, will play movies up on the wall. Some relevant, like there's a woman made a movie about sex trafficking, kind of help educate the kids about the risks of that sort of stuff. And some just for frickin' fun, like, hey, we had the world premiere of Avengers in Lukla in the mountains, like right near Everest. By throwing it up on the wall of a house with no electricity, no running water, no whatever. And I'll tell you, the Sherpa team is freaking fascinating. What a huge leap to go from not having probably seen anything to being able to see like high end stuff on a projector on the wall. So the relevance of that is that I'll be shocked, given how easy it was for me to do that. It's a couple $100 worth of kit. I guarantee you the next round of cell phones or two is going to have projected keyboards where you can type in air. I've had a device that will do that. It throws a laser keyboard out and you can type in air. I bought that 10 years ago. I've had that device. And so I'm sure it can be miniaturized at this point. And a Pico projector type thing built in a cell phone that'll throw up a visual on a wall, or a Google Cardboard style thing where you can hold it up. And so because of that, and because of the advent of streaming, you're going to be able to get pretty fat streams down to this mobile device. And so there's no reason you can't use some technology like what Gaikai did, or some of the other streaming services where you can run on very fat, high-end computers, and then dump the stream of that and have a pretty low latency connection to a high-end computer over the net. It's why you can play versions of WoW on a tablet or whatever, or a netbook over this kind of stuff. That is going to be the case in the next 5 or 10 years, no question. And really, it kind of ought to be there in like 1 or 2 years, but I haven't heard anything about it, so I don't know that it exists. So because of that, yeah, you're going to see, because you can run the high-end graphics and stuff on other machines and stream it, because you get through a projector, you can have a very good screen experience, because you'll either have peripherals or you'll have virtual ones where you can wiggle your fingers in front of it and it'll detect where your fingers are. There's no reason you can't have a pretty high-end handheld experience. In practice, of course, you can always have better hardware sitting there in a console, because it's bigger, and you're going to fit, speed of light says you can only fit so many electronic components in the damn thing. Before you're just not, there's certain physical limitations you can't overcome, and so bigger can always theoretically do better. It's really going to get limited by the fact that you can stream a lot of that stuff going forward. Killer question. Sorry for the long answer again. I'm incapable of a short answer, but I like that question.
Okay, well, I'll give you one more question, just for fun
Mm-hmm.
of it. And thank you for your time. Oh, Xbox One, PC, or
I do
PS4?
almost everything PC. I
What's
do
your
almost
PS?
everything PC. But that's just because people play what you've played for a while. You know what I mean? Um, I've always tended to be on PC. I grew up really poor. We couldn't afford consoles, and so I like saved up forever to get like an Atari 2600 and like woo, and I had like 2 games for it because we were broke. We couldn't afford that kind of stuff. And so I used my friend's computer. The best computer to own is your friend's. It's like the best boat to have is to have a friend with a boat. It's certainly the cheapest. And so so I grew up using PC largely, and that's what I programmed on. And because of crunching, we talked about this before, but whenever I crunch, I stop playing games. And so there's certain generations of games I missed. Like I didn't learn FPS controls on Halo because I was crunching when Halo came out. And so when by the next round or two came out, I got my ass handed to me all the time. And so that incents you to not then learn the FPS controls. So I drive my car and using a controller in GTA, and then when it comes time to shoot somebody, I want a damn mouse because it's easier for me. And so, but where's the industry going to go is interesting. VR is going to be a bit of a thing. I don't think it's going to be quite as big as a thing as many do, but it's going to be a thing. The
Yeah, I think it'll be nice, but I don't think it'll quite hit where people think it will
well,
on the large
I could look
scale.
really stupid in like even a month by saying this, but the here's the thing for me is like 3D monitors were all the rage, and so I went and bought 3D glasses. I got a really fat PC that I'm running my stuff on, and I like got my 3D glasses, I got my 3D monitor, and I put them on. I'm like, let's go play Skyrim. And Skyrim looks gorgeous, and it looked really freaking gorgeous in 3D. I'm like, this is neat. And then after about 3 hours of playing, I took the glasses off and I switched it over to back to 2D mode because I wanted a better frame rate and I wanted better resolution. You know, what you lose in the 3D, and it wasn't worth giving up those to me for the 3D in the long haul, especially because I'm a hardcore gamer. I play for long chunks of time, and so it was better. And if I was playing competitively, I'd certainly, unless there's a competitive advantage to be gained, then I want a better frame rate. It's a better advantage. And so the and so the 3D monitor generation kind of came as a fad and then faded largely, and I think it's part of that. I talked to a ton of startups, and like last year, I did a lot of talking with startups because I tend to know a lot of the publishers and folks like that who have money and don't know the startups, and I went and met a lot of the startups because I can pair them up pretty easily for fun and kind of relearn where the space is. And on the VR front, the question I ask them is like, okay, I'm going to pretend I'm your tough ass investor who comes in the room. If you're okay, so let's pretend there's two kinds of gamers. There's casual gamers, and they want to have like a pretty quick experience, and they don't want to drop $500 on a headset, because they're casual. And then you got hardcore gamers, and they tend to play for long chunks of time. And they don't want to heavy, and they might blow $500 on a thing for their gaming PC, but are they going to be willing to spend that time with a heavy thing on their head? Versus, it's pretty comfy just sitting there on your butt in front of your monitor or your TV. And uh, so where's your sweet spot in between those two? Are you doing short session gameplay for the hardcore? Do you think that that posit is wrong and that casual users are going to be paying $500 for the hardware? Or where do you fall on that? Like what's your answer to that? And it's a trick question, of course. It's a really freaking hard question to answer. And someone's going to get the answers to that right, and they're going to make a boatload of money at it. But there's about 1,400 companies all running at it, trying to make money at it. And so what will that be? I don't know. But is there going to be cool stuff coming out? Absolutely. And is there gorgeous stuff right now coming out? Yes. Is there well-designed stuff? Less. I think people are learning it. Is there any gorgeous and well-designed stuff? I have not seen it yet, but if it exists, it's going to make a crap ton of money. That is for damn sure. So we'll kind of see. I'm very interested to see where that goes. But I'm skeptical, I guess, until it's kind of a prove it thing for me.
um, does anybody have any more questions? Because I can't think of
No,
any.
it's good. We should probably boogie at some point too. I think we were aiming for what an hour. We
An
hit two
hour
in 10 minutes
at
accidentally.
two,
So yeah,
yeah.
that's it. It was a pretty damn good. That's a lot of fun too, actually.
Yeah, it was fun. I
Hey, no problem.
appreciate
Just
it. It was a
happy
good
to drop by. Happy
conversation.
to answer questions too. I enjoy the heck out of it. Enjoy the heck out of it.
All right, well, on that note, I will call it a night. I thank you a lot. It was really awesome, and like I said, my
Hey,
pleasure.
mine too. Thank you, stream, as well for
And
chiming in on chat. Good questions. I don't have a Twitter to answer the
and
question that I'm seeing popping up there. I am a social media inept as a rule. I generally stay away from it. Okay,
I will keep in touch with you on
that sounds
Facebook
good.
if
And
you
if you
don't
want to do a
mind.
follow up in a month or two, I'm more than happy to. I had a great time. Happy to do it again.
All right, thank you very much. I do
Okay, take care.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you, everybody.
You too, and thank you.
I
You
shall
have a
do.
good night.